I thought buying a car in 2024 would be simple, but the more I learn about new car technologies, the more complicated it gets. Electric vehicles seem cheap to run and fun to drive, but their resale value isn't great. Plus, I've come across things I hadn't considered, like how fast they wear out tires and how driving faster reduces their range. Hybrids, on the other hand, are reliable and can go over 1,000 kilometers on a single tank. Then there are plug-in hybrids, which offer a mix of both worlds. However, they cost more up front, and their batteries make them heavier and slightly less efficient than regular hybrids. So, is it worth paying extra for a car that's not as good as an EV or a hybrid? Choosing the right car is surprisingly tough because each technology has its pros and cons. If you don't understand the differences, you might end up making the wrong choice and wasting a lot of money. In this video, I'm going to break down what I've learned about each option. By the end, you'll either know what car suits you best or be even more confused. Let's get into it. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Vinny, and you're watching Four Wheels. First, let's admit that going to gas stations is a hassle. It's expensive, inconvenient, and outdated. Someday we might look back and wonder why we all used to touch the same gas pump handles. That said, gas stations are everywhere, which makes them really convenient. Charging stations are popping up, but depending on where you live, they might not be as available or easy to use. This could be a big reason to consider hybrids, knowing that gas stations are always around and offer more freedom for long trips. The three main technologies to consider today are regular hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and full EVs. Let's go over each one. Regular hybrids combine gas and electric power, and they're great on fuel compared to gas-only cars. They can go over 1,000 kilometers on a full tank, but you're still dependent on gas stations, which can be annoying. The good news is that hybrid technology has been around for a while, so it's very reliable, and they hold their value well. Toyota hybrids, for example, are in high demand and still hard to get. With hybrids, you get better fuel efficiency and dependability, but no crazy torque like electric cars or the convenience of home charging. However, for long-distance driving, hybrids are often the best option. Filling up at a gas station takes just a couple of minutes and you're back on the road. Now, plug-in hybrids are also efficient, even when the battery runs out. However, they are heavier than regular hybrids because of the bigger battery. If you can't charge it regularly, you might not benefit from that extra battery, making regular hybrids a better choice for long-distance drivers. But if you only drive short distances, plug-ins can be a great option. You can charge at home, and driving on electric power is much cheaper than gas. For example, it costs about $100 to fill up the gas tank of a car, but only $10 to charge an EV. That's a huge saving, which makes plug-ins or full EVs seem appealing. The Prius Prime, for example, can go 64 kilometers on electric power alone, which is perfect for my daily needs. Plus, I can always rely on gas for longer trips, like visiting family 400 kilometers away. Plug-in hybrids also qualify for government rebates, making them more affordable. Although newer technology often costs more, these rebates help bridge the gap. Let's talk about full EVs. Electric vehicles are also super cheap to run, especially if you can charge at home. For most of trips, a car with a 450-kilometer range would be more than enough. And while waiting for a charger on long trips could be annoying, it's something you can plan around. However, there are downsides. Electric vehicles are heavy, wear out tires faster, and their range depends on factors like weather and driving speed. Plus, new technologies like solid-state batteries could soon double their range, making today's EVs less desirable in the future. That makes me wonder, will a Tesla bought today be worth much in 10 years when new EVs go much farther on a single charge? Another concern is battery replacement. If an EV's battery dies after 10 years, replacing it could cost as much as the car itself, making it harder to sell. This is why many people prefer brands like Toyota, which have a reputation for lasting a long time and holding their value. Let's break down the costs. For instance, a gas-powered Hyundai costs $300 a month in fuel, or $3,600 a year. A Tesla Model 3, on the other hand, would only cost $24 a month to charge, saving $33,000 in fuel costs over 10 years. But if the Tesla costs $33,000 more, Is it really worth it? That's where incentives come into play, and you need to consider resale value as well. Hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and EVs all have their strengths and weaknesses. If you drive long distances, hybrids are the best. For short trips and daily commutes, plug-ins or EVs make more sense, especially with fuel savings and rebates. But EVs come with more uncertainty due to rapidly evolving technology. As for me, I'm leaning toward a plug-in hybrid, probably a Toyota. It offers a balance between new EV tech and proven hybrid systems, while also qualifying for rebates. It's a safe bet that will still have resale value in the future. But I'm also tempted by the fun and excitement of a full EV like a Tesla, even though I worry about its long-term value. Ultimately, it comes down to what you value more, saving money or having fun. For me, saving money is the priority, especially since new EV technology is just around the corner. Plug-in hybrids seem like the safest, most reliable choice for now. What about you? What would you choose? Talking about electric batteries, did you know how BYD became this supernatural power in the EV industry? No? Check our video that we talk about it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.